Nah, he's got a little bit more in him. He's got 2 more arms. So, he's got just a tiny bit more in him. I don't even know where that came from. Sorry if I'm moving a bit fast with the dialogue, by the way. It's my bad. Alright, let's do the cool thing.
Heed my call. Valimar, the Ashen Knight!
Ah, the song is so good. Acknowledged. He's gonna say it. I love this shit.
What's that sound?
Am I seeing things?
Yeah, he's recovered enough to fend off this guy at least. Try and actually win this time, got it?
Not a problem. I'm counting on you, Valimar. Our target's the Magic Knight right in front of us.
Acknowledged. However, operational time is limited to a maximum of 300 seconds. Caution is advised.
So this is the Ashen Knight? I'd heard about it fighting against the Alliance forces trying to take over Trista, but wow, this is something else.
Are you really moving that, Reen?
Elise, Topal, I'll take care of this. Stay back.
Roger that. Come on, Missy. We're gonna be in danger if we stay here.
All right.
I'll have to rely on the unarmed form this time too, but that's fine by me. Okay, here goes!
So unfortunately, no sword.
Alright,
So we have to
ready?
use the unarmed form of the at least one blade school. Alright, so this is the same thing as in the previous game with our final battle with Crow. So this was the one, like, if you're thinking about like what thing was I most excited for in CS2, this was pretty high on the list. So basically, it's a rock, paper, scissors game. So based on what stance he's using, you're going to be able to unbalance him by hitting a certain part of his body. So luckily, I know exactly which parts to hit, so it's not a big deal. But this is basically a big tutorial battle for this thing, so this guy is really not that hard. So don't expect a whole lot from this fight. For his normal form, he's going to be weak in the head. You'll notice a lot of differences in the UI as we do these fights also. Like, just right there, you saw how different the follow-up was. Like, they changed the coloring to green, and Valimar gets a cut-in. I don't remember if Valimar got a cut-in, but I might be wrong about that. Alright, when he starts his stance, next up we can do is go for the arms. This guy's really easy, so you shouldn't have to worry too much about him. Like, even if you're playing blind, like, if you know, or if you just try things, you should be fine. And as soon as you do as soon as you unbalance him once for a certain stance, it'll save where, what's good for a certain stance. Like, since I just hit the arms for that stance, it now shows there's a 4-star unbalanced efficiency. Right? Yeah. So, since I did it once, it now just tells me that I can just hit the arms and I should be good. For the normal stance, it'll do the same thing for the head. So, finisher.
That's it. Just a little more.
He's gonna do a little bit of damage, so be prepared for that, but not much. Also, we have Morning Moon, which we used with our battle with Crow as well. So, you can try that out. Basically a way to dodge enemy attacks and counterattack. If you're lucky, like I am. I was very lucky that time, actually. Go for the arms, and this should be it. See you later.
He did it!
Thank goodness. I think he's used up every last bit of the mana he recovered.
That was a close one.
You didn't have a weapon, and yet you still came out on top, Reen. Not half bad. Not that it means you're ready to take on the Azure Awakener. That's a ways away.
Yeah, I'll bet.
Combat efficiency demonstrated a 5% increase over the previous battle. I look forward to observing further improvement in the future.
Sure. I hope I don't let you down. I barely know a thing about you. But even then, it's clear as day that you're far more reliable than I'll ever be. Well, it doesn't matter how it happened. The fact is, we're now fighting alongside one another as both allies and friends. So don't worry. I'll do everything I can to become strong enough to draw out your full power. Strong enough to even win against Crow.
I shall await that day.
Reen!
Hey there. You did great, champ.
Thanks. You didn't get hurt at all, did you, Elise?
I'm fine. I'm more concerned about you. Are you feeling all right? I'd heard about what happened the last time you fought inside that thing.
I'm a little tired, but that's all. I probably wouldn't have gotten off so easily if things were anywhere close to being like last time, honestly.
As I've said once before, all damage taken by a Divine Knight is passed on to its Awakener. So take that as extra motivation to continue getting better at piloting him.
Oh yeah, you did say that, didn't you? Well, I'd have to improve my piloting skills to get things done anyway. I've got every intention of getting better.
You're sounding a lot more sure of yourself now.
Does that mean you're feeling better?
Yeah, never better. If I want to reunite with the others, I need to keep moving forward. Sorry, I've got a feeling I'm just gonna be causing you a lot more grief in the future.
Oh, don't you worry about that. I'm plenty used to it. And besides, I'd like nothing more than for you to be reunited with your classmates.
Thanks, Elise.
You can be such a troublemaker.
Sounds like things are all wrapped up here.
I wouldn't be so sure about that.
Oh, I forgot about this. Shit.
That can't be.
Oh, not now!
Grianos.
Rianos!
It's the bird I saw in the Capitol.
Hello there, darling. Miss me? It's so lovely to see you again, Reen.
Is that bird talking?
After Celine, a bird shouldn't be any more surprising, but still. You've got some nerve showing yourself, Vita. Although not enough nerve to show up in person, apparently. So what does Ouroboros' oh-so-amazing second Anguis, the Azure Abyss herself, want with us?
Give her the full title, why don't ya?
What's an Anguis?
One of Ouroboros' top brass.
It's nice to see you again too, Celine. And while I know of them, I can't say I recall ever being formally introduced to Reen's adorable sister or that handsome bracer with you. I'm sorry that our first meeting had to be through my familiar.
Huh?
Misty. No. I suppose I should call you Vita now. How did you know we were here?
We've been trying to find the whereabouts of the Ashen Knight for quite a while, you see. We've been searching for the past month since the Civil War began without any luck. But then we sensed an active magic knight in this area, and that was what finally led us to you.
I wasn't expecting our location to be discovered this quickly.
I got to see your battle with Crow too, incidentally. For it being the first time you've ever piloted a knight, you did rather well. If we're being objective, though, it was more akin to a tiger swatting away at a cub.
What are Crow and that Azure Knight doing now anyway? And what happened to everyone at the Academy?
I'm sure they're fine, Reen.
Crow's been keeping himself very, very busy. The Noble Alliance forces see him as their little joker. They call him the Azure Chevalier now. I'm afraid I don't know anything about your classmates, though. Emma's in hiding now, too. Still, if you want to know that badly...
That didn't sound good.
That sounded like gunfire.
Uh-oh. I wasn't expecting them to arrive so soon. It sounds like the Jaegers hired by Duke Alberea are here. I'm guessing it's only a matter of time now before Princess Alphen is taken into their custody.
Jaegers? In Ymir?
Her Highness?
Damn it.
I can assure you that I have nothing to do with what's happening over there. I think you're going to want to hurry, though. Perhaps if you run fast enough, you might be able to get back in time.
Something going on with your beak, Grianos? Ah, shit. Vita Clotilde.
How dare she act like this is all some game!
Let it go, Celine. We've got to hurry.
Yeah, Her Highness and the rest of Ymir are in real danger if we don't get moving.
Right.
Alright, so... seems we need to make our way back. Oh, I totally forgot Vita just shows up and starts talking to you. So, yeah, if you forgot, it's one of the Anguis of Ouroboros just hanging out right there. Kind of a big deal. Sorry, we're gonna have to leave you here, Valimar. Alright, we need to get back because there was some gunfire going on. I think right now I'm actually going to cut to the village. Unless there's cutscenes. If there is, I'll cut to the cutscene, but I need to get back right now. And I'm at cut there, so see you there.
I wonder which Jaeger Corps we're dealing with here.
I really hope everyone's alright.
Let's just hurry.
Well, pretty much. With the Noble Alliance? Probably not. Yeah, it doesn't seem like Vita's style. Way to be descriptive. Well, I wouldn't expect them to. I'm sure there's tons of flaws within the Noble Alliance, considering their ego. And Ouroboros, they may seem to help out the Noble Alliance, but I'm sure they have their own plans in mind. Oh, Vita Clotilde, she's just, one of the top brass of Ouroboros. The Azure Abyss. A witch. She's a member of the Hexen clan. Yeah, her and Emma go a little ways back. Yeah, so Grianos is Vita's familiar, similar to how Celine is Emma's. Pretty much. Yeah, well, a lot of things were close by and you didn't notice, like Crow. So, can't really blame you. Things just slip under your nose. Yeah, that's a little strange. How did you not notice that? Maybe. Well, yeah, I'm sure. I mean, obviously she knew Emma was hanging out at Trista, so she probably had to do something about that. Well, that sucks. Yeah. Yeah. Don't worry about that part. We should probably actually get going, gunfire and all that. So can we go? We can ask these questions later. Kind of want to see if my family's alive. So yeah. Well, since it's the final, we're almost to Ymir, so I'm gonna leave this in as we get running.
I can hear more.
Why does this have to be happening?
They might just be warning shots. Try and stay calm.
Are we going to make it in time?
Well, we're going as fast as we can. I'm not gonna worry too much about the enemies for this time. I just want to get to the village. So let's go. Well, that went from 0 to 100 real quick. Shit.
heavens!
Your Highness, please hurry back inside the mansion and hide. Whatever may come to pass, we won't allow them to touch you.
But...
There you are.
Jaegers.
We are the Northern Jaegers, and we've entered a contract with the Kreutzen province. By the order of its lord, Duke Alberea, we are here to take you into protective custody, Your Highness.
No. Auntie Lucia?
Out of the way, woman!
I ask you to leave this village at once. The Schwarzer family has historical connections with the Imperial family. So as long as I live, you will not lay a hand on Her Highness.
You got guts, if nothing else. But I'm not going to repeat myself again. Our orders are that the lives of all other than Princess Alphen are of no consequence. Am I making myself clear?
But please don't!
Don't you dare lay a hand on them!
Who are you?
Uncle Teo!
Darling.
I am the Baron of Ymir, Teo Schwarzer, and I will serve as your opponent. Begin!
Not all talk, I see.
The art of swordsmanship has been passed down in the Schwarzer family for generations. I couldn't hope to compare to Master Kafai or Lord Asade, but I dedicate myself to honing my skills all the same.
Clearly you're not the type of noble who sits idly by and hires men to fight his battles for him.
But I wonder how much use your sword will have if we try this.
I'm sorry, Mr. Baron.
You cowards! Have you no shame?
All that matters to we Jaegers is fulfilling our contract by any means necessary. Fail to cooperate, and you know what happens next.
It sounded like a machine gun.
There's fire everywhere.
Damn it. Looks like we're up against some pretty high-ranking Jaegers here.
Your Highness! Father? No!
The hell?
Reed! No!
What the? How? Yeah!
Reed?
Die. Whoa.
He's a monster.
Reed! Reed, don't! Don't lose yourself to anger! That will only lead to a repeat of what happened 8 years ago!
Elise.
He's still breathing. Your father's alive, Reen. Hang in there. I'll do first aid right away.
Lady Schwarzer is just fine, too. She was knocked unconscious, but I don't see any injuries. She's okay. Auntie Lucia, stay with us! Oh, thank goodness. Are you back to normal? Reem, speak to me. Are you all right?
Sorry, Elise. I lost control of myself again.
It's all right. It's all right. You came back to me in the end. And that's all that matters.
Elise, I'm sorry. I really am.
Auntie Lucia! Are you all right, Auntie Lucia?
Your Highness, you're unharmed.
Yes, I'm fine. And it's all because of you and your family. I can't even begin to thank you enough.
Your Highness, there's no need to cry. You have the face of an angel. Please don't spoil it with tears.
Well, I'm glad she's in no mortal danger. Toval, what about Father?
I've given him some first aid, but he was injured pretty severely. We should get him to somewhere he can receive proper treatment as soon as possible.
No.
Dad.
Honestly, some people have no patience.
Hey again. Good to see ya. Great timing.
Vita, you...
What do you want with us this time?
I had some concerns about how things were over here, so I decided to come and have a look. Duke Alborea's really gone and done it this time. It's obvious that he really wants to get ahead of Duke Cayenne, but this isn't the most prudent way to do it.
You act like he's not one of your allies.
Now, there's no need to take your anger out on me. I can't undo what's already happened, but if it will help, I can at least clear up his mess for you.
What?
It's time to sleep, my children. Fall into a loving oblivion, cradled in your merciful mother's arms.
A lullaby?
No. This is...
You will descend the mountain as you are, and you will report to Duke Alborea that you found nothing out of the ordinary.
Yes, Mother. We will.
Oh my.
Unbelievable. So this is what you witches are capable of, is it?
It's the least I could do after all the trouble you've been through. Duke Alborea is unlikely to doubt what they tell him, so this village shouldn't be targeted again for a while. Although, I'm guessing a gesture like this pales in comparison to what I would have to do to earn your forgiveness.
Misty, are you...
Don't be taken in by her sweet talk! She doesn't do things like this out of kindness.
She doesn't.
Targets in sight.
Great. Yeah. Yeah.
Elise! Your Highness!
Shit! Was she here the whole time?
Now that was silly of you, wasn't it? You should never take your eyes off the princess you're meant to be protecting. As far as knights go, I'm afraid you failed spectacularly in nearly every regard.
Please, let me go! Targets apprehended successfully. Targets identified as Objective 1 and Objective 2. Mission complete.
Who are you? And what do you want? And why does that thing you're on look just like Eric Getlum?
It really does. I take it you being with her means you're an enforcer or something?
I don't comprehend your question.
She's not with Ouroboros, actually. She's a behind-the-scenes helper of sorts who was donated to the Noble Alliance by an anonymous benefactor. Think of her as yet another ally of the Alliances, much like ourselves, Zephyr, and the Imperial Liberation Front.
Couldn't ask for a more terrifying lineup right there.
Pretty much. Those... That's a lot of bullshit.
If you like, you can think of me as the Wicked Witch, while she's the Black Rabbit guiding my steps with every adorable hop.
Stop messing around! Lady Clotilde, please give the order to retreat. There is no need to remain here any longer.
Yes, I suppose you're right. Let's be going.
It's almost like you should never trust Vita, or anyone in Ouroboros, unless they're Sharon.
Rain! Rain!
Or other characters.
Elise! Your Highness! Stop! Stop! Bring them back!
Our story is well underway. There will be many obstacles waiting for you, but struggle on and overcome them. And I'm sure that, eventually, you'll reach the stage where the Azure Chevalier awaits. Don't let me down, Reen Schwarzer.
I won't let it end this way! Hang in there, you two! I'm coming for you! I promise!